what were you interested in wishing for, Chetney?
Me?
Yeah.
Like, I'd go for my youth.
You want to be young again?
Yeah, I saw Deanna, and I mean, that was a trip. Let me tell you, living hundreds of years and then seeing like an old flame come back, but they haven't changed a bit. I was a little jelly.
Would you still want to keep your age, but just your appearance is youthful?
Yeah, I
or-
wouldn't want to give up any of the knowledge and wisdom and, you know, accomplishments I've had. Just change the
You
outside.
would want to be young again so that you could be with Deanna?
You wouldn't believe what I looked like 200 years ago, even 100 years ago,
But
boy.
specifically to be with her?
No,
Oh.
just to look hot as shit again. I mean, I'm already pretty good,
But like, why though? Like, just to like get with lots of people, or like, what's the?
No, I mean, I haven't come across many people that can actively grant wishes or make deals. I'm not sure about turning into a bush afterwards, but just the idea of it seems pretty fucking appealing.
Oh, I know, but why?
That could
but,
be a bit of a stretch. That's just an assumption I've always had.
I mean,
Why
you're
not?
pretty.
Maybe not. Maybe it's not.
You're pretty good looking now. Did you age into things like a fine wine, or
Yeah.
was
I'm like the lead, the chapter of the Silver Foxes. Like I'm the kind of the head priest of the Silver Fox.
what was like 120-year-old Chetney like?
Oh man, well most of my hair was still in. I had a bitchin' mustache. The chest hair was like more accurately cultivated, like curated.
Instead of these like really sporadic patches you got going on
Yeah,
now.
this is just au naturel. This is like
Yeah.
woodsman, but I used to do like shapes. Sometimes
kind
there
of-
were arrows.
What kind of mustache? Like a tickler or a handlebar or?
Kind of depended.
Oh,
Yeah.
But what were you like as a teenager? Were you awkward?
wearing diapers.
I feel like you were awkward.
Yeah, kinda. I was kind of a loner. I traveled a lot, even as a teenager. I had lots of toys.
But like, just sorry to keep harping on this.
Yeah.
But like, why though? Like, why do you want to be young again?
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
Oh boy.
You don't have to answer. That was my answer though. To look young again.
But just to look young again. But
Yeah.
like, in order to find the family that you never had the first time around, or to
I think they're gone.
did you have a family?
Sure. Big family.
Like children and.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
what I'm talking
no,
about.
no,
Like finding
no.
the love of your life.
I mean, I don't
finding-
think so. Fuck, don't make me go down that road. I hope not. I mean, I don't
Well,
think so.
fine.
You never had any interest in having a family, settling down,
Not really.
having a place to call your own?
No. I hadn't really thought about it. It seems like an awful lot of work. Upkeep?
So you just want to wander?
No, I just like to be inspired. Plus, like, toys is an ever-evolving trade. An art form, really. Second you get stale, you gotta go to a new city. There's new things to see, things to spark off of. Ways to elevate your game.
A familiar sight, an odd gray-dappled, white owl-like creature with its long, thin beak and black beady eyes as Mr. Nesbitt finds him and goes, "Oh, I heard you were here!
Mr. Nesbitt.
Fan, it's so good to see you.
Oh, it's great
Welcome."
to see you. You know Birdie, right?
Of course. You've been
Yes.
keeping up a bit. I wasn't
great.
aware.
How are you?
Oh, just doing a little here and there, wandering around, picking flowers, eating small insects, and just sort of, keeping the place tidy.
Great, wonderful. I'm here with all of my friends, and so we're going to be staying for a little bit.
Wonderful.
Probably
There are
not
games
too
to
long.
play.
Oh yes, we have games to play. Oh, and I think FCG and Nana are planning a scavenger hunt.
No way.
Yes. So you might maybe be a part of it. I mean, you
so
can talk to
excited.
Nana about it.
Oh, goodness me. Well, you both look like you're a bit in a personal conversation. I'll let you be, but
All right.
it's good to see you, Fern. We'll catch up later on.
Okay. Kisses.
Bye, Birdie.
Bye.
All right, so honesty.
Very well. She puts her hands out and kind of breathes in heavy, and the secondary mouth in her chest opens up, and as it does, just smoke billows forth and fills the room around you. It swirls around. You hear Allura go, wait, what's going? And the smoke just fills the entire vicinity of the chamber. The temperature drops suddenly, and as the smoke, just as quickly as it swirled around you, begins to subside, you feel the breeze catching your skin. And as it fades, you're no longer inside the Ligament Manor. Instead, now you stand in the dense thickness of a fey jungle, surrounded by all manner of beautiful purple and red trees that intertwine and twist. You can see crystals growing like the sap had slowly dripped and formed into these light sacs that just cause these little bursts of glowing color throughout the boughs above. You look above at the beauty and look down just as you are at the precipice of a chasm. You look down in this sheer cliff that goes off hundreds of feet down below. There is not enough light to even see where it stops in the bottom. But you see there are what looks like bits of rock shelves that kind of just barely peek out from underneath. There is a whole cluster of what looks like either ruin or broken stone that just is barely lit at its peak. Who knows how ragged and dangerous the base of this chasm is? Mori.
Would Mori kill us?
No.
I think she might.
No, she will
She puts her hands out and kind of gathers you all into a huddle. Reaches into the side of her outfit and procures this brass monocle with a deep viridian lens in the center. Not unlike the lens that she gave you before you left.
That Ashton bro.
Indeed.
Foreshadowing.
Like one of 9, but yeah.
This, my friends, is the first item. The monocle of true essence. It'll be your job to find this. And she throws it into the ravine.
No.
And it just disappears into the darkness below. You don't even see where it lands. She goes,
It broke.
you all must work together to find it. The chasm is unclimbable, but it listens. And as our agreement, it only listens to honesty.
Huh?
Speak of your secrets. Speak of your truth about each other. Reveal something about yourself. And the land may show you a path forward.
I'm super lonely all the time, especially at night. Doesn't matter if I'm bunking with one of you guys.
The,
Does anyone have a happy truth?
Mine were pretty bad. I sometimes I pity some of you because you have beating hearts and opportunities and you don't do enough with them.
That's like a dig in the form of a truth. That's also an opinion. I don't know about that one. We're like layers to
We're
that.
still in the game, right?
I know, it's just Jenny, you have so much love to give, and it doesn't seem like you're interested in anything other than wood. There's people out there who you can love and experiences you could share with someone else, but all you care about is wood.
you watch as more of the ruins begin to emerge and stone platforms begin to kind of sprout out from parts of the ruin, almost getting close to connecting to the others. Parts of this ruin are almost half forming or reaching to form bridges between them. Go ahead and make either an athletics or an acrobatics check to keep your balance
Oh, God.
to the edge of this vantage point.
I've always laughed it off, but I guess I do kind of wonder if Chetney is my dad.
I rolled a 19 for a 21.
A 19. All right, you get to the very edge, and it's a decent vantage point. And then suddenly it extends another 30 or so feet to where now you're about 85 feet above the center, like right over the center, and you have a pretty good view of everything beneath you. And you can see like all these emerging ruins and crumbled bits of some ancient face city that was swallowed by this chasm at odd angles. And you can see there's muck and brush and like trees and bushes, and it's just this kind of merging mass of old, forgotten space. The rest of you are still here in the bottom.
Are there leeches still, or are we
I've been
okay?
trying to.
You pulled the leeches off of you, but no one said anything that's...
I will have started. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck it.
There's personal truths that are presented as personal truths, or there's things that are presented as absolute truths that are personal truths. And you need to be careful about what you say in this space here.
I am the reason.
There we go.
I am the reason that the Gianna Hexam robbery went fucking wrong, and the reason why I got thrown out of a fucking window.
You watch as some of the nearby like fauna and ferns that have grown on some of these structures begin to brown and crumble away. And as it does, it begins to reveal the stone beneath, and you can see there are bones left on there. You can see there are broken statues and sculptures. You can see that there's remnants of a culture that are just beginning to emerge. The heavy overgrowth that kind of obscured most of these ruins is starting to fall away.
Wait, Ashton, is that why you feel like you deserve to have the nobodies leave you?
For that one, yeah. We should probably keep moving right now.
Is that why you think we should leave you?
I've had a long life, and that was just one very loud day. And there has been a series of them. So...
Any leeches? Any leeches?
Orym.
I think that's just a...
That was just a movie once.
I've done one! Somebody else, for God's sakes!
There's this long jutted, like thin pillar, like a spike that juts out of the side of the cliffside that Laudna is just clinging onto the edge, overlooking everything. The rest of you are still on the floor.
Truth. I have all the faith in the world in you guys, all of you. And I have also spent time thinking how to neutralize each of you.
Between the two of you, the stone right above where the vines stop breaks open.
All right. I grew up in the Bramblewood outside of Western, and when I was a kid, I came back from learning how to make toys and found that my whole family had left. All they left behind were toys, and they ran whenever on the Rhyme Lord was running across the plains. So I'm kind of afraid of dragons, and I had 5 siblings: Alabaster, Pepper, Sugar Plum, Hermie, and Chad. And I was so mad that they left, I never looked for any of them. And now I'm pretty sure they're dead. And so I think that any family I have is just gonna look for a reason to leave me. That's why I don't get attached to anybody.
The rain slowly subsides as fast as it arrived. And as the storm begins to pull away and the faint bit of twilight begins to crack through what was once the dense, heavy clouds above, she pulls from inside of her coat this beautiful purple scarf with like gold threads woven all throughout it and all these gorgeous patterns, and kind of rubs it across her shoulders, tassels hanging from the edge of it. I need 3 volunteers.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Very well. And she tears the scarf into 3 pieces. And she hands one to each of you. And she reaches out and touches the center of the 3 of your foreheads. And you feel this odd warmth over your eyes. And the rest of you watch the skin grow over their eye sockets. The 3 of you are blind. I need you to put these on.
Oh my god! Oh no.
These are
so cool.
Sometimes when you put on eye masks, I like to get up
Actually, it goes the other way.
close and just look at you.
We won't. We promise. We Cast's honor. We won't fuck with you while you're like.
Oh no! Now I don't trust
We won't.
you.
I swear.
I didn't say
Because I
shit.
wouldn't want you to do that to me.
It's a
So.
game about trust and communication and honesty.
Yes.
This isn't the trust portion.
Okay. Is it comfortable? Yeah.
It's actually nice.
It's actually surprisingly comfortable.
Those are some cool sunglasses.
Very well.
I feel really silent.
Now to set the pieces.
And she claps her hands together gently. And a wave of energy washes out, and the three of them vanish.
Whoa.
The three of you feel this like strange rush of energy, and then you land on your feet again.
The three of us.
Yes, the three that were made blind. The rest of you can see that the three blind ones have now been placed on the opposite ends of these winding three platforms.
Oh boy.
So we're going to start with. You want to start with Chetney? You want to start with Ashton? You want to start with Imogen?
I'll go first.
All right. I'll tell you what. You can bring your blindfold up a little bit and then sit in Marisha's chair. You both trade.
Age before beauty.
Okay.
Move.
Here, right. So, yeah, there you go.
I don't need to lift shit. I got.
Do you see the Nordverse?
Move this.
Sorry,
buddy.
You gotta
Gentle pressure, gentle pressure.
Let's move these out of the way.
This combat
It's happening.
cam? Is this going to be a map of some sort?
Of some sort.
This
Oh, boy.
combat cam is brought to you by WizKids Minis. Relive the Ring of Brass's final struggles to avert the calamity, from their investigation into the ritual of Vespin Chloris to confronting the corruption of Avalier to battling for the very fate of an age. Pre-order today at wizkids.io/exu calamity.
This is your mini.
Okay.
All right.
Is he? Are you looking, Travis?
Place it right there.
No, he's not.
So this is where it starts.
He's really not.
Now the rest of you have to guide Travis to push his mini along this platform using just your words. And if at any point he gets near the edge, I'll make him roll a dexterity saving throw or fall into the abyss below.
Wow, this is like operation in a
Yes.
weird, crazy way.
Okay.
Oh, I love this.
And here's where Nanamori waits.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at it.
Chetney.
She's right there.
Chetney.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't move yet, but the first thing you're gonna do is move just a little ways forward.
Well done. It seems these two are very keen at communication. So why don't you sit this one out?
And both of your mouths grow over.
Oh,
FCG
what?
and
FCG's
Orym?
metal mouth slams shut.
And Orym too?
Yeah.
So that means you have to do it this
Okay.
time.
Me and
Fern and Chetney, who now can
Oh,
got
God.
it.
see.
Okay.
We got
Okay.
this.
Which
But
of
then-
these two wishes to go next?
I'll go.
But then wait, is she going to do that again for
That was
Ashton?
So good. Fuck, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
And then Imogen will have to help us.
The map in my mind
That's
was
fair.
bonkers.
That's
All
fair.
right.
Oh no! The GM left!
Something else? Oh, it's a
What's
different
going on?
Oh no!
Oh, shit. What's happening?
It's just a different
Just hold
maze.
still, Laura. Keep your hands right where they are.
Am I gonna knock stuff
No, no,
out?
Matt's coming
Don't worry,
around
just
behind you.
imagine
Put a
you're,
map in
just
front of
imagine
you.
you're asleep and Ashley's doing creepy
so
things
much
to you.
shit at your station, Laura. We're gonna
I
move a little bit of it.
Yeah,
It's
move
okay.
anything you
Maybe
want.
she should just move to Marisha's station.
It's okay. We'll move this here a little bit.
Oh my
Fair.
God. Oh no, they're touching your dice so much.
No, we're touching
No,
the
I'm
we're
not
touching the
I'm touching
things
the
that hold it.
outsides. Don't worry.
Wow, that's fucking bananas.
So
You did
sorry.
really good though.
Let's move that out of the way.
Oh,
there.
shit.
Wow, this one's
Oh boy.
hard.
So weird.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You might want to move your iPad, Laura, too.
I don't know where it is.
I know. I'm gonna move this back.
There's a lot of
Keep
great
going.
stuff
You got
in
this.
the show.
Oh my God.
You're doing
This
great.
is-
You
this
can
is-
go like a little more forward. You can go a
A lot
little
of great
more.
deals.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay, you're coming up to the wasps, Ashton. So
All
you're
right.
gonna get stung. Go
How
touch
close?
forward. You're about.
Keep going, 12
feet away.
o'clock.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay, stop.
Just
Now you're gonna go 2 o'clock. You're gonna walk right through the wasps, all right?
The wasps swarming begin stinging you all over. It takes. Oh God.
I was.
Yeah,
I
you're,
had it up,
you're
so-
raging. So it would be 32 points of piercing damage, reduced to 16. If you want to write that
I'm
down.
writing it down.
And someone hand him a d20
Oh, here.
to roll a dexterity saving throw.
what's his dex?
Oh, where's your dex at?
It's a plus
Dex plus 3, so that's 11.
11. You watch as the wasps swarm around Ashton, and Ashton like angrily starts sweeping them away and begins stepping off to the side. The
Ashton, don't
impulse of emotion kind of taking him to rush forward, and his foot slips off to the side.
Suck it up,
And he
Ashton.
tumbles off the
click.
edge and just barely catches the side and is now like holding on by both his hands.
Ashton, your feet are just kicked off into nothing.
I click on the button on my hammer and just
cool.
grab on.
All right,
And try and use that to get right back up.
I need you to make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Is it okay if I'm giving him your 20s?
Yep. I'll take yours. I'll take
that's a 12.
whoever's.
Okay. Oh, just kidding.
That would have gone really poorly.
Here you go.
But with disadvantage to roll that twice.
And the second one.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you another one. Hold on. Let me see what this is. I can't read
Just
that.
give him
I can't read the numbers. Okay, there we go.
Drop it in the cup.
Ooh.
Oh, at disadvantage or at advantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh.
That's a one.
Roll the 16 and
And a 1.
Ashton, you vault up into the air and kick up
What can we do?
in the opposite direction of the platform.
Do I know? Do I know what kind of a
Is there anything we
D4?
can do? A D4?
Oh, because of rage.
I
Oh,
wanna know
because of
what
your rage
I have
ability.
up.
That's true.
What does it say?
One.
That's gravity.
That's gravity.
Is there
Interesting.
any way I can try and use that to propel myself in one direction, or no?
Kind of propelled yourself in the wrong
in the wrong
Yeah,
direction.
So just try and like maybe curve myself back towards the hammer.
I'll tell you what.
If they're yelling.
Roll
If we're
them.
saying-
Roll one more
You're
d20.
following. You're following. You're following.
You, if this is
What is this, another 20?
one more d20. If it's a 10 or higher, you manage to just barely guide yourself back to the lip. Otherwise, you plummet.
8.
Ashton, the gravity pulls you to the side, and you impact the side of the stonework and glide. You try and reach, but the rock crumbles under your grasp. The hammer still locked in the air. You tumble into the abyss.
There's nothing
and
we
out
can
of
do to
sight.
help? Is it blocked?
Unfortunately, no.
Let me introduce to you some friends. And she snaps her fingers again, and out of the shadows you see these two figures, humanoid, but their bodies are featureless. Their skin is like a pale gray white. They have these kind of sunken, clouded eyes and barely a nose and a slit for a mouth. They look human-like, but their features are a little elongated. Their fingers are a little stretched, and they all just kind of emerge and look at all of you. In this still silence, they just kind of glance and read. These are two doppelganger friends of mine, and they've been studying all of you in and out. Two of you will be removed, and doppelgangers taking your place.
So good.
This is about to be like a game of werewolf.
But
Oh,
you
no.
get to figure out who that is before they ruin this for you.
It's among us.
And that's where we're going to end the episode tonight.